go talk. Even if they know I make we talk. Through media radio on FM 103.9.
Now God we dey Friday, not true we dey preach. Freedom of speech, now that we dey teach.
For salon, we go stand tall. Radio, true PJ.
One voice for all.
We honor the land, the struggle, the fight. We shine a light in the darkest night. Because we believe in hard work and faith to Sierra Leone way. We hold the line, come what may.
Them one set we more them, but we go shout. Now the poor man voice we they bring out.
Now we alright for know the truth. Now that make we go protect the truth.
Truth began, no they neglect anyone.
We are the voice, we are the flame. Truth will rise, they'll know our name. We are the truth and nothing else.
Truth they get, we know they play.
Now for Salon, we declare the way.
I believe that football brings us together. I believe in the power that peace can bring. Now we must all work together to bring about football for peace. Let us unite. Football for peace.
Oh, so you know, cause we're different, it don't mean we can't unite. For the game, do it right. Whether you win or lose, no matter how you thrive or you kind, we can make it a better place. So play the game, share the love, let them know say we get what we want.
Unity, love, and peace on the field. One ball, one love, one goal. Even if the team different, but the aim in the game that is same. Let peace play a role.
Make we raise with glass centers for the gift of life. Connect to the power, bring peace alive. The only
Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of Truth Spot on Truth FM 103.9, Truth Media on Facebook and on YouTube. Mina Nene Fofana. Today I get with me at the studio. Sadiq Din Yako, when the vice chair and secretary for the Ad Hoc Committee, and I also get with me Al-Aji A. Samura, when a former DV United player, a former teammate of the late Bureh Ganso Koroma. And today we look inside the Ad Hoc Committee and report on the death of the former mighty Blackpool player. But before we get inside the fine, as usual, we can get some quick updates about matches and fixtures, them results on different games the way they happen all over the world. We go start with the Champions League. We know say on Tuesday and Wednesday now be Champions League nights, and games then be play away. Some team qualify and some team then get eliminated from the round. We start with the game between Atletico Madrid and Club Brugge, as Atletico be win that game day, we then play 4-1 and in total aggregate of 7-4. Winner a very good one for the Spanish side, as they be win that game day with a very huge margin. And from Atletico Madrid game, we they go all the way to the game between Milan and that Inter Milan and that of Bodo. Bodo na a team we don't they show a lot of character in previous games them, and then Champions League run really good. But we go come and talk more about Bodo. Make we go on to the next one. When at the game between Newcastle and that of the game between Newcastle and Club Brugge. Newcastle will win that game day 3-2 with a total in aggregate of 9-3. And from there we go the game between Atlanta and that of Borussia Dortmund. Atlanta will win the game 4-1 yesterday, but a total in aggregate of 4-3. Dortmund try for them be the lead, but Atlanta come and get the win over them with a last minute penalty goal. Make we go on to the next one, win a game between PSG and that of Monaco. PSG be they defeat Monaco in the first leg, but the second leg we see Monaco start very well, but PSG later scored 2 goals, and at the 9 minutes Monaco score again, but that not be enough for keep Monaco and go with them at the previous round, as PSG be end up win the game in a total of aggregate 5-4. From there we go on to the game between Madrid and Benfica. Real Madrid will defeat Benfica yesterday and will defeat them back also on the previous match. Benfica they lost to Madrid na their home 1-0, and yesterday they lost na the Bernabeu 2-1. then start the game well, then score the first goal, and Tchouaméni respond with a goal in like 2 minutes. Then Vinicius sealed the win for them and then defeat Benfica in a total of 3-1 in aggregate. From there, we go on to the next game winner between Juventus and that of Galatasaray. Galatasaray win the first leg of the game, beating Juventus a total of 5-2, and later we then can play. We see Juventus then try for win the game again, but that's not be really enough as time they go. And in comparing the last results and this way, so Galatasaray end up win the game with a total aggregate 7-5. From there, we go try for look into the performance of Bodo in the Champions League. Now a lower division side, and they don't really put up a very good performance so far this season in the Champions League. We start with the first game where them be play against Tottenham. We see Usai then be draw with Tottenham when at them first result 2-2. Then come out there, then play again against the Borussia Dortmund, and then be also draw with 2-2. From there, then be play against Atletico Madrid, who then defeat Atletico 2-1. From there as well, we suicide and play with Inter, and then defeat Inter 3-1. We also see them play against Manchester City, and they defeat Manchester City by a goal of 3-1. We go come back after this quick commercial break.
Flexible data and voice plans them will go fit you lifestyle. Try the Colat Mini for just 70 Leon and get 2.5 Mbps speed for 7 days. You can need data anytime. Your bundle they give you fast internet anytime you day. For you can prefer customized plan. Your own bundle they make you select the exact data and voice package where you need. Find the best data and voice option now on Max It. Download the app and stay connected. Orange Maxit app, they give you more sweet special features we designed for make you life simple. No miss events. Buy tickets for concerts, sports match, or any show directly from the app. Enter the marketplace, shop latest products them, check special offer them, and enjoy exclusive deals. If you make mistake on transaction, no worry. The app gets instant reversal feature where they give you control over your money. All the special features, yeah, and more they waits for you inside the app. Download Maxit now and enjoy the full experience.
Orange. Mama, this internet not the gree make I do me homework. It's too slow.
I no want make you worry. Signature Connect don't come na salon. Signature Connect when a fiber internet and microwave coverage it gets did na salon now. And it come from make the internet problem done tapata. Signature Connect where they na number 92 Regent Road Hill Station don't come we package them. We go sweet you. When you connect, you dey get 3 days free trial for both postpaid and prepaid options. Then package and sweeto, then get 700 for small homes, 900 and then 1,250 for smaller office them and business place them. And set for corporate services them. You dey able use the internet for connect to CCTV camera, laptop and phone and other appliances them where you get na you house or you office. Now forget to Signature Connect. Day for all man. Contact them na 072 568 290 or 033 233 620.
Welcome back from that commercial break there. This is not Truth Spot on Truth FM 103.9, Truth Media on Facebook and on YouTube. Today we get for talk and look into the Ad Hoc Committee, the report on Bureh in Taiwan. But before that, make we continue on the various updates them on football. We continue with the Champions League, the round of 16, as teams that don't qualify and they don't show teams that we get for compete inside the round of the 16. We get for see team like Arsenal, Bayern Munich, Liverpool, Tottenham, Barcelona, Chelsea, Sporting, Man City, Real Madrid, PSG, Newcastle, Atletico Madrid, Atlanta, Leverkusen, Galatasaray, and Bodo. They don't go on to the next stage of the Champions League, where na the round of 16. And also the player of match week na the English Premier League, where the winner last according to the vote of fans. Then I be Victor Gyökeres of Arsenal. He put up a very good performance against Tottenham. Make we come on to local updates them on the Europe Premier League. As the Europe Premier League, they go on a very competitive this season so far. As of now, the team will get the top goal scorer chart. The team where the lead and player where the lead the goal scoring talent na the Europe Premier League. Na James Jusu Kanja of Old Edwardians again 9 goals so far na the tournament, and na the league and Port Authority then player Joseph Cleverland get 8 goals with the second. Freetown City in Dover Talker get 7 goals, and Easter Lions Sulaiman S. Kagbo and Kideko SS get 7 goals. Slipper FC Ibrahim Sisse get 7 goals. We were 4 strikers. Randy M. George get 7 goals. Randy, we get some issue in over the start, but now it don't come back, and in game where it starts. Now maybe they lead actually the charts back then inside the match week 5. But we see us play for a very long time, and where he return come back, we see he scored 2 goals in that match. So it don't make it don't go back into the tally of highest goal scored. Them and get 7 goals. And Slipper FC player again when Asantigi Fona get 6 goals. Star Sports Academy Ali Ramadan Kabia get 6 goals, and Bible Warrior Koliko Prosper Abba gets 6 goals. And the top assist chart, Banta FC, then player Anes Kuma, the leader with 5 goals. Easter Lions player winner Sam Diallo, they also in the same position, we get 5 goals as well. And Star Sports Academy player Usman Kamara get 4 assists. And we dey talk about assists, sorry. And Bible Warriors Sanfa M Kamara get 4 assists, and Star Sports Academy Port Authority player Popea Gomba Mansare get 4 assists. And make we go on to clubs with the most clean sheets na the Europe Premier League as of now. All Edwardians as well, they top that chart. They then get 11 clean sheets so far na the Europe Premier League. And Bureh Rangers then goalkeeper also Bureh Rangers get 10 clean sheets. Bible Warriors get 9 clean sheets. Star Sports Academy get 9 clean sheets. Bulom Stars get 8 clean sheets. Utum Stars get 8 as well. FC Kalon get 7. Port Authority 7, and Banta FC 7. And also clubs with the most man of the match award na the Europe Premier League. Bible Warriors get 14, and FC Kalon get 11. Star Sports Academy gets 10. All Edwardians 10. Wusum Stars 9. Bureh Rangers 9. Bulom Stars 9. From there, we look at the fixtures, them the games we get for playing at the Europe Premier League as they return back tomorrow with interesting games. Them Port Authority gets for play with Freetown City FC na Apro Schoolfield. The game na tomorrow. Slipper FC get for play All Edwardians on Saturday. Lua FC get for play with for strikers on Saturday as well. Cambo Eagles get for face Banta FC on Saturday as well na and Kenema Townfield. The Monsters get for play by Bureh Warriors na and Koidu Town on Sunday. Wusum Stars get for play with Star Sports Academy na Wusum Field on Sunday. Bulom Stars get for play Easter Lions na Apro Schoolfield on Sunday, and Mighty Blackpool get for play Bureh Rangers on Sunday na SLFA Academy. Abacha City get for play FC Kalon on Monday na Apro Schoolfield. That's not the game. Our big news for Easter Lions fans them, and also some people where they follow football as Bankole Coldor returned from injury, and it don't start training. If we go out for knee injury for a very long time, and then be doing surgery in Ghana, and the player don't return back, and in gets for maybe try and play in first game this game against but the player don't return back when a very good thing, and hopefully it will get featured back in matches for the club when is the Lions. Well, Fabuna, all the updates then they we get so far. as the program go, we go they bring on more updates them on the leagues. This not good sport in case you just join me. And I then at the studio with Sadiq Din Yanko, when are the vice chair and secretary for the Ad Hoc Committee, we then do the investigation over Bureh Ganso in Taiwan. And I also get with me Al-Aji A. Samura, when a former Davy United player, a teammate of the late Bureh and a friend as well. And today we did look into the committee, the reports, the findings, and major things that we then, talk about for make bring out to public waiting at the cause and way forward after the player in die. Welcome to True Sports. Sadiq, welcome to True Sports.
Thank you very much.
Al-Aji, welcome to True Sports.
Thank you.
All right, Sadiq, it starts with you with the whole reports. According to the chairman, una be do an investigation with people. Them, I want for me you help explain how the investigation be go like. Uda to be interview for make una get to the final stage of the report.
Of course, we all know that following the death of Ganso, SLFA set up a committee, Ad Hoc Committee, for look into the cause of death. That was because allegations been they fly around say SLFA be negligent, and as a very strong association, they may feel say that na smear, so they set up the committee. We started work on the 1st of January. We interview. Actually, we invite 17 persons of interest. Out of that 17, 15 show up. Sadly, unfortunately, the former president of the SLFA will be invited, but he not show up. Okay. But that no diminish the value of waiting eventually we put together. Among the one that we interview, the late man, a mama, a wife, the team manager for Blackpool, the team doctor for Blackpool, the chairman of Blackpool, Lone Stars team manager, the team coordinator, the team doctor for Lone Stars, the coach of Lone Stars, the secretary of SLFA, the general secretary of SLFA, and only 15.
Okay, all right. Inside on our findings, una talk about a lot of things that we una point out. Say these then are some of the factors that will lead to Bureh in Daiwa. Una starts with I talk say even though the collusion happened between a former teammates, but not to that not be the actual cause of in death, as not be get any brain fracture. And when I talk about other things them we involve into when I say not be even medically fit for the game. When I talk about drug abuse and boku other things. So I go on for make you also clarify that step by step to fumble them out there how una come about all
we'll
of that.
Come investigation make we stumble over the fact say the medical setup in the SLFA not enough. Because according to the doctor, the police doctor, the doctor we attend to him, we say when they do the test, they realize the late man being get malaria parasite so huge that if he not been the doctor we been in charge, we for advice say make it not train that day.
Okay.
So which means if the SLFA doctors we don't do pre-check before then they list the players there, then for don't ask Bureh for undergo treatment before they ask him for play. And we again can realize the player of himself not being respect, not be adhere to medical advice. Because from our findings, the doctor then say It be no substance.
Oh,
It be
okay.
no substance.
And I not be actually give any kind of substance or whatsoever. And I just say no more be there on drug abuse.
Yeah.
What kind of drug?
I think that tramadol. More tramadol. Because
This
the doctor talk say even when they give treatment, not been the response. Then try tramadol, not been the response. So they may get for change the course.
okay, so that means if you don't take the
If you don't
tramadol.
take them here, so the system sort of we don't get used to that.
Wow. All right. Wise you don't talk. We go come back and continue on that part. They make her get in allergy into this. Allergy, you know, somebody we don't know Bureh for a long time since when I start earlier in football. In continue, you know, they play that professional again, and you also get close relationship with the family as well. In the report and findings that you don't hear as well from the vice chair and the secretary of the committee, they don't talk say with all their findings, first they find out say not only brain fracture kill Bureh, and it talks say it begets a lot of malaria parasite inside him. And he also talk about the player for say he don't they abuse drug. It made mention of tramadol, say don't they take tramadol for a while, even when the doctor they administer that to become to I want make you take with you during the process where Bureh be sick. I should say maybe you be don't see where the whole incident happen. How you can describe Bureh in condition during the time and also try to address this issue of tramadol, the fracture and all that in the way Mr. Sadiq don't talk here. So
to start with, I would like to say thank you to the SLFA and kudos to them for a good job done.
you go please come close to the mic.
Kudos to them for a good job done. And after the death of Ganso, they set up a committee for looking into the cause of the death of the late man. And they come out with the report and the findings. All we say are, in fact, are people's opinion. People will die, they bury them without conducting any form of autopsy. And as the secretary and vice chairman of the committee rightly mentioned, then talk to several people then. But I can say this with the highest form of conviction. The committee not do justice in relation to the factors the way they say lead to the death of Bureh. That's something where if the SLF have been treated seriously, then for prevent. And instead of we talk about Bureh in the past, before we talk about in contribution we don't put up in a field and in fight against head injury, and I survive the ordeal. Despite the claims, which I have doubts in, I trust in the credibility of the Ad Hoc Committee, and I have so much respect for the people on that committee. My point here is this current dispensation of the SLFA are doing damage control. Something we don't prevent, they not do harm. It actually lead to the demise of the young man. And now, we then the fair way for shelf the blame. And part of it goes to the young man. But as an FA, the past administration let Bureh down. The country as a whole let Bureh down. Society let Bureh down. Including we the friends there who let Bureh down. After Bureh injury and the first aid treatment with them,
Can you go
Guyana.
closer to the mic?
The first aid treatment within Guyana Police Hospital, as he was admitted for 9 days or so. When Bureh passed away, I've been fortunate for visit the premises which I taken last breath. He suffered a terrible fate, and he suffered till in death, and he died in the most harsh condition. Pointing certain things saying I lead to Bureh in death is very sad. And we pray that God will rest the late man in soul.
So you dey try for say this then committee findings and the thing they will then say lead to Bureh in death, actually believe say na so really happen with relation to the fracture, the the drug abuse and substance the way they say they take and other with the malaria parasite.
What I would say in this case, the report of the committee is inconclusive. Then just infer from people's opinion, including the medical doctor. And me largely football and contact sport. People in the jam and stuff. So before we don't prevent Bureh in death. How can you play a contact sport representing the national team without even an ambulance in a friendly match? There was no medical doctor for the national team on the scene and on the very day the incident happened. Some of these factors, and if somebody like a first responder been there, when a medical professional, we can tell, say, therefore don't more help Bureh and cause. And police hospital, the doctor will administer treatment to Bureh is not an expert in that particular field. And doctors are professional job. Others can come and give opinion. We differ from the expert who is responsible for the particular brain. Okay. And this particular medical doctor only administer first aid treatment. Shortly after Bureh in discharge, signs and symptoms begin come, which clearly shows that the treatment profile to Bureh was not sufficient. And the medical doctor, from where I learned from the chairman, refer for another checkup, a possible X-ray for Bureh. And it was never done. Okay. And in all this, there are a few questions we are going to like for ask. But mainly, they go to the former administration. The role in Bureh's treatment was very limited. And even where Bureh complaints, people go complaints on the behalf of Bureh, they fall on deaf ears. And now we talk about the man in the past, which is so sad. If not any jurisdiction out of Salome, even in Africa, to name a few, the Ghana, the Nigeria, Bureh was still there alive, they play football. And any player they play in this country, in dream, now for making professionally and represent the national team. Sadly for Bureh, they get in call up for representing the national team, not knowing that this call up will lead to his demise. It's so sad. And to the committee, I expect the work, and we really appreciate waiting and do. But the instances the way they give say lead to Bureh in death. To me, it's so unconvincing. So now that's I get for say for now.
All right, Sadiq, I'll actually talk about the instances because according to you, I'll be present with them, but they give also the reports to the SLFA where the chairman carefully explain most of the findings them explain and point out say these reports then are factual based on factual after another investigate, another ask questions a lot, and these people then provide them information. Yeah, Al-Aji saying actually not convinced with their statements there, so it lead to Bureh in that one. So I will ask again, these findings then only based on people's opinion, like Al-Aji say, oh, not a factual something.
I would say factual. In the first place, we'll tell ourselves, say, anybody, any person of interest, we come before the committee, when they encourage here, say, they say, no. We discourage that as you begin, we stop you. Then one. Two, anybody will appear before the committee, they swear, we take an oath, which means we can take this work here very, very, very serious. It talk about an opinion. Bureh then take and go to police hospital unconscious. According to the medical officers, it took them about 15 minutes for resuscitate Bureh. And after that, they recommend lab tests, then do scan, then do a whole lot of tests.
So then do scan.
Then do scan. In fact, on account of the scan result, make we able arrive at the point say there was no brain fracture. It may get trauma. And then we know they say that the tramadol or substance abuse not lead to death. No, we find this, no conclude that. But we say now, a combination of factors and non-adherence to medical advice, than one. Two, lapses in those charged with the responsibility to oversee the running or the management of Lone Stars. I think we'll highlight all of that.
Yeah.
All of that.
Yeah.
So for me, doctor, upon doing tests, say this now you find out. Say now the cause. I know if you say anybody get the right, we're not expert for challenge. What did the doctor say?
All right. I will come back to you. Make her get Alaji for respond quick on this. Alaji, he talk about say the report is factual, then do scan and every other thing. You are somebody way close to Bureh. Sure say we get the accident after they recover when I've been they talk 1 or 2 times. Bureh ever made mention of something like that day?
First of all, Bureh is a shy person and he hardly talk. Not a person will tell the next person, but waiting really the bother him. After the incident, I meet Bureh on 3 different occasions. I asked him, say, how will you feel now? The first occasion was in April. He tell me, say, he respond to treatment and he get better. The second time we meet up was a month after first meeting. And I asked him, he tell me, say, he's getting better. And the third term, we also meet up. He said same. But being somebody we don't know Bureh for a long time, he hardly talk about his personal problems and his challenges. When it comes to medical, every doctor, in opinion, differ. And medical field encourages professionalism. You have a surgeon, people who are responsible for the operation and tell what actually happened to this person. You get different areas with different doctors specialized. And in this case, the doctor's opinion we didn't get if he was a brain surgeon or somebody we certify in treating trauma for don't give him a more weight. But police hospital doctor, all he did was to administer first aid treatment. There is no way in the world where you treat an head injury for 9 days. There's no way. We watch the international scene. We see players that don't get head injury before. They play back. It's a very good guy. So name of you, Raul Jimenez Naulf, the Peter Check. They all don't sustain head injury, but they play. And Raul Jimenez is still playing. Bureh, after he get this, after this incident happened, he unconscious for 15 minutes. Yeah. And before he finally gained his sense. 2 things from that part. One, it is very strong. Because I get to talk with somebody who be present at the scene where they kick Bureh. The bystanders, them, those who they watch the game, including the one they were in at the field. Everybody on. Because Bureh be bleed profusely. Blood the common eye mouth, blood the common eye nose, blood the common eye ears. Including the head coach. You know, certain people not like for see such sight. And Bureh was representing the national team. The national team not even get a medical doctor present. Mighty Blackpool, on the other hand, the person we didn't get now a dispenser. A rush to the scene and try for the Bureh not swallowing tongue. Try for give him some sort of mouth-to-mouth breathing before eventually they load on the head coaching motor car and drive on to the closest hospital. There are a few questions we are going to propose. Police hospital, I don't privilege for good on several occasions. For me personally, it's not well equipped. And there is a doctor. Aside that, was the doctor had something to do with brain? Then provide the first aid treatment, and Bureh will come around. After then, discharge him. 3 months, 2 months down the line, the same things they happen where it just sustain the kick.
Waiting so.
Where they go wash, you will see rubbing mouth, where cough and pit, blood. On different occasions. And me now one of the first people unfortunate for me, then at the scene, those are Bureh taking last breath. The entire place was filled with blood and blood clot. I have pictures of it. I have evidence of it. And when Bureh get this thing after the discharge and all, we then signing symptoms here return. As an individual, we suffered the kick. He went to the appropriate authority and complained to the offense situation. He even reached to a point before in demise, he sustained partial blindness.
Wow.
sustained partial blindness.
Okay, while you dey on that, according to Sadiq Jishno and the report as well, we are not in the go for medical care. How true is that because you close to sure say even in relative them and family them.
Of course. Bureh not been the go for medical, not police hospital, because police hospital waiting them provide for treat Bureh be done. Even the scan where the doctor refer for go do the second thing, they not even provide no money for let Bureh go do the scan. And as a medical doctor, for the fact that he advised for another scan, that clearly shows he's not satisfied. He's not satisfied. And I talk with few teammates of Bureh, including Francis, where they spend much of his time with Bureh in the hospital. And immediately the hospital discharged Bureh, and WEF begin call JJ on a constant basis for letting follow up on Bureh medical. JJ turned them down. JJ even make mention of the statement, say always he spend at police hospital. The FA not even refund her. So there is no way they go involve your money again for letting treat Bureh. He said because waiting in spend at police hospital and from your own pocket. He so say until they fund her money there before he even try for make Bureh get proper treatment.
All right.
So there was a tie. SLFA no one take responsibility. Mighty Blackpool no one take responsibility. So Bureh, unfortunately, he caught up in the middle. He meet the FA, then they turn and down. He meet Mighty Blackpool not the same much.
With regards to this, you think say anybody for don't take accountability? Like, is there that the reports, the findings for the whole a particular person institution accountable for the demise of the late man?
Of course. For me, Mighty Blackpool was the parent club of Bureh and care of Bureh. But they never did. Bureh coach Ferguson constantly they go after both Mighty Blackpool and the SLFA for take responsibility. So if they say Bureh not follow up medically, that statement is not true.
Okay.
Ferguson did all he can and even get to talk with Mohamed Kalon on several occasions. Say Bureh's situation is not getting better at all. It's getting worse. But like I say, they all turn deaf ear.
Okay. With regards to the reports, a lot of individuals then behind the scene, you go at the pitch area, then they expect for maybe hold somebody responsible with the demise of Bureh. But the reports where it comes out, even though they make some accountability aspect where they say SLFA get partial blame, the late man gets part of the blame, and that of Mighty Blackpool. But with all these things, they also way Alaji don't talk about, the medical care. Now police hospital then be marked for Bureh be done. So now that make the late man not be the go. Una doing the investigation, una talk to the doctor them. And wise on that as well. In the day for the report, I was present there, and the chairman talk say the doctor or maybe one of the doctor there in a police hospital be see Bureh go play a match na Katie Field. And una be how true is that whether Bureh play a match during the time of the recovery or whether he not play a match, and also the doctors then be ever confirm or talk to una say for do a scan like I say, or for the treatment will be the administered to run at the police hospital be done as Alaji claim.
First of all, Alaji seem for the happen this idea saying a first aid treatment and give the late man.
Please come closer to the mic.
I hope say no they try for ridicule the efforts where the medical personnel put into resuscitating somebody will go into unconsciousness for 15 minutes. Me not to a medical person, but me small knowledge will tell you say anybody will go into coma for 15 minutes, eventually they succeed for resuscitator. The personnel, they're very good. Then do well. Then do well. Again, I agree with what they talk. SLFA get blame. Blackpool get blame. But again, if you watch, I would say the late Bureh was a victim of circumstance. Why they say so? We findings, we investigation make Okano say, get clear, well-defined roles. You get overlapping of roles between SLFA and NSA. I mean, make I give you this example. JJ na NSA they pay am. But when Bureh in business come, no care and go to NSA. Na SLFA care and go. Na SLFA care and go. And we can realize, in fact, no funding no dey for medical. No funding no dey for medical. So JJ, out of young goodwill, see, it reach a point where JJ himself get frustrated because he don't spend money. If he say they for don't reimburse him, they don't reimburse him. So himself got frustrated. And at that point, what did Bureh for do? I don't know whether for going to NSA, for going to Blackpool, for going to SLFA. I agree with Alhaji. See, Blackpool actually, according to findings, will bring CAF policy, will bring FIFA policy. Then we look at other jurisdictions like Senegal. We take Francophone. We look at Senegal. Then Anglophone. We look at Ghana. No of them two countries, then they get medical policy. If now we been get the same policy now, I sure say if Bureh been for die safe, been for happen immediately, so soon. But we not get no medical with the safe in place. So now make us say, to some extent, you go see now a victim of circumstance.
Okay, with regards to Blackpool, I will come
That
to
notwithstanding, Bureh himself not help the situation.
why.
You not help the situation because, according to the doctor, in fact, they said the last day we for discharge, they call he and the family. They call the family, the wife, in the presence of the wife. They advise and say, no, take what they take. He said, if you continue for take him, there will come a time it will trigger other things exactly what he then talk, what he then predict. Say get for happen. Now happen with the Russian guy go now.
Waiting so.
Say it go vomit blood. It go trigger certain things that will make it vomit blood. It throw up. Exactly like that, according to report happen, we made a rush and go now hospital.
Oh. Make we touch on the mighty Blackpool aspect before I can to Alhaji for respond to that and other thing there. Mighty Blackpool put a press release say the club not really agree on certain thing the way the committee reports and then go like for clarify certain thing them. Then say from the very onset that Alhaji I go ask to that question. Then say from the very onset, then try for reach out to Bureh in family for the help but the family unfortunately the efforts then be declined by the family. That's what they say. And also then take note of the committee, then conclusion, Mighty Blackpool say they follow up on medical care on Bureh and also with the response to the committee then work. Then say how the conclusion where the committee make be very unfair to the young man. How true is that? Because Mighty Blackpool, when you say partially gets blamed, talk say una reports quite unfair to Bureh.
What to make with the talk so? Because the player in question, na mighty Blackpool them player. In ideal situation, na mighty Blackpool if we don't take care of the player, then the FA sort of chip in. But then left the player to uncertainty. Then left the player at the mercy of uncertainty. I mean, nobody don't know whether the NSA for take care or the SLFA for take care. Then Blackpool way, they own the player, not do much as expected.
Okay, part of Blackpool, the press statement back say how the committee fail for fully address waiting them believe say na the main cause of Bureh in death.
Why what we for don't do? Where the medical report very eloquent on the cause of death. Very eloquent, very clear. So what in the committee for don't do? Other than report, take what the medical report say and present a verbatim. Word for word.
So,
now that we do.
So the committee una not see any lapses for the medical answer because in all that you say
the medical outfit of the SLFA get blame. Serious blame because we realize say at the time of the accident, no medical personnel not been there. The lady we been there, now by coincidence, he find himself there. So which means if that lady not been there, safe not been problem because they say after the collision don't take place. If I don't, and at some point it be one sort of chew in tongue. Now this lady we been there. Now in rush, put something in mouth for make it separate in tongue from in teeth. Where in fact the FIFA policy and CAF policy say at any point in time where national team they train or they play, they forget an ambulance, they forget first aid, a medical doctor for there. All them things and they not been there, being completely absent. Okay. So we blame the medical and through our findings, we will not even get a report from the medical team of SLFAC. Now this we do. This is we own findings. SLFA medical team not get that kind of report.
Wow. Al-Aji, make I come to you quick before we go wrap up the program. You know really a lot of things the way Sidi could address to and some of the things the way them point out that in confirm against a boy and not go in for medical treatments like within the advice way you different from what you don't talk. And also we talk about mighty Blackpool the own side as well where Blackpool say they try for render help to Bureh, but unfortunately the family not allow them for how true is that you know somebody very close to Bureh in family?
The help Blackpool try for render after Bureh don't die. Not to when he alive. Them one champion Bureh feeding him. And the family and the community as a whole be very angry because we feel like say they abandoned Bureh and nobody not take responsibility. And even before the demise of the late man, a make statement say, if unfortunately passed away, let them encourage Blackpool and bail. Which was the wish of the late man. Another thing is, how can a whole national team not get medical doctor? No medical person, no present. Even a vehicle for transport player, not available. Football a professional game, and if some of we fortunate for know how much FIFA they render to a football association, so then will be wrong, and we'll later on realize see some of the basic things then they never provide. And it's a shame. Me, no go na football field for go play ball and no say and no safe. Football na contact sport. In the heat of the moment, somebody can kick me. As in the case of Bureh, then kick an head. The person very close to him get the sound of the kick. Few of the players they will go watch him. Because of how Bureh they bleed, they run away from the scene. And the person will save Bureh from swallowing in tongue, not just a dispenser. He did his very best. And they can't go to police hospital unconscious. Why I rightfully say na first aid treatment police hospital render? This particular medical doctor, he gets in specialization. No, not turn a party out of the argument. If you're not specialized in that particular area, all he can do is for give opinion. And if he advise for another X-ray, no say he not satisfied with what he do, and he can tell you say that particular area, not in area of expertise. We get doctors in a different field. We get a dentist, a surgeon, a gynecologist. But this particular doctor, where in statement the committee held so high, na specialist in that area, those are the type of questions we should be asking. Okay, they mentioned Bureh lifestyle. They take time and all that. But no situation not day, no sin not day. Wait time and lead person for vomit blood clot.
I'm also with that. Another big controversy we go around is that all over people them they talk kind of fortunate, like I say earlier, for the whites in the delivery report, and according to the chairman, it talks say the doctor or one medical personnel see Bureh the play ball na Katie field. Since the old incident, they say even though the middle advice are not for do so. In the old Bureh recovery part, although a lot of time people then agree say then see and want in SLFA Academy go watch game. But with regards to him playing ball, how true is that say Bureh play ball during the time of a recovery?
During the time of Bureh recovery, after the incident, till Bureh passed away, ever play competitive game or football like then they mentioned. I can say this with absolute authority. During the entire competition, Couture approached Bureh for sign-up. Because he and the team manager of Couture have very good relationship. He tell her outrightly say, he doubt if you go ever play ball again. He said because you know how they feel. And you know all Couture the money at the end of the day. Play ball, play for them. You're unfair to in conscience. He said, pass if the manager can give this money, eat them. But feel say the current state where he could play ball. Again, 3 months after this incident, Bureh begin wear glasses constantly. Because if we don't begin sustain partial blindness. The medical doctor would tell me, say, tramadol the lead person for sustained partial blindness.
Unfortunately, we will not get medical personnel right now.
Of course, that's not just a question. And if there's a medical doctor, they will tell me that at the first instance, I will reserve my answer till I do my research. Bureh not ever play again. And could all go for a sign in intimate with Francis. Then sign Francis. Then give Bureh money with the hope say with time he will recover. Even though Bureh don't make it out rightly to say you're not going to play again. And in the case where Bureh not follow up medical, who are they fund Bureh medical? Mighty Blackpool after the incident, they owe Bureh for 3 months. Say the plan or they render in service. So they know they pay him. Bureh been get for go plead with the chairman for letting get his salary and livelihood. When Bureh been in battle with this injury, you can see how depressing it can be. Blackpool refused for pay him until one day eventually when the situation not get serious, they complain to the chairman and the chair lady of Mighty Blackpool intervene and then pay him 3 months salary. It's very sad. Who's a Bureh when they pay 1,500 monthly, go afford money, or go buy drugs, or go take medical. Imagine it's a father of 2. He gets mama for take care of, he gets woman for take care of. And he can't go through the situation. Even if Bureh resort to tramadol, take himself as the rightfully put up, depression can lead to that. It's so depressing where you see your colleague then they play. Then you know able to play. Where not to a fault of your own. It's very, very depressing. It's very depressing. And Bureh doing and 10 and they were in the play. Lord ask the question, what will they take care of Bureh and Pikin? If I go see me, they give a stipend every month of 1,000. Because you know say Bureh get family. And Pikin and get for good school. He get for provide lunch. He get for give mama. He get for supporting woman. Out of in trade. So you see how the situation depressing for Bureh. Because in source of livelihood, don't get a hit when make and not being the play again. And it will be very, very difficult for Bureh, I can tell you that for sure. Because where they go, it is seeing colleague then they play and everything. It's depressing, my dear.
All right. With all what you explain, and so at the end of the day, the committee be advise say or biggie amount for make Blackpool and SLFA in order for support Bureh in Peking education one. Then say either then pay the 50,000 or then school junior secondary school and Mighty Blackpool go give 25,000 millions. So with that amount, do you think say then they enough for compensate waiting then do or waiting little Bureh in debt or all waiting happen?
In my words, not compensation package day. Now mockery to Bureh and the entire family. 75,000 for a life with a loss. How 2 Pikin will survive at 75,000? How the woman will benefit at 75,000? How the mama will benefit at 75,000? After Bureh and the mice, I read but FIFAs and everything in relation to the situations today. FIFA then compensation package for such kind of situation, especially life-threatening, then they compensate you to up to €7 million. And if you get an injury, as long as not the national team, you not play for 3 months period, then they compensate you for the period and they with a very nice package. I can't give figures number, certain, but the maximum of the compensation package in the from FIFA are 7.5 million euro. I can be corrected. My dear, we are talking about a whole national team. A whole national team.
Unfortunately, Bureh don't die, may so rest in peace. And in as much as we talk about this to cast out blame and not go recover back. But a quick one before we call off the program. Una give some recommendations then to the FA in order for make sure say prevent them here so for making it happen again to somebody else. You can tell some of the recommendations, tell me whether or not una begin SLFA timeline and the amount where una recommend for take care of the picking them if you are enough.
Waiting very important that the idea say we ask for compensation. And we make them very clear say we not give any ceiling. It is left with SLFA for decide whether they go quadruple the amount, then go double them, depending on the funds we then get. We not give any ceiling. But what is very important, we awame alaji no, see we capture the idea say Bureh should be compensated. The family should receive something. That's very important. So now, we report don't go to SLFA. It is left with SLFA for determining waiting at the quantum of money where they can conveniently dish out to the family. And the same thing again for Blackpool. Then supposed for do that one day. Then they decide for go as high as the able. Not to seal in that one day. But I want me allowed you not see the idea say we ask for compensation. Now very good thing we do.
All right. We did try for close the passage. A quick rundown of some of the recommendations the way una been give out to SLFA for prevent certain thing them like this kind of situation for happen again.
In our interview with the national team coach, he make it very clear say most of the players they on drugs. He say in experience, any time we go coach them, we say then they go change, we say then they go wash. When you go there, they see traces of tramadol. So inconvenience the players there, a good number of players there, they on drugs. So we ask SLFA say them for introduce anti-doping. Then for introduce her in football. Then again we realize say the relationship between NSA and the SLFA not too cordial. And on account of that, it cascade even to the players. So we ask SLFA as a matter of urgency, may them get a meeting with NSA and get an MOU. In that MOU, they get clearly defined rules. NSA for no in rules, SLFA for no the young rules. Because as it is, the whole arrangement look mixed up. And that's no good for the game. Again, we recommend them for set up a medical fund. We look at Senegal. Senegal, now the contract where the team then they get with the players. Now they then they factor the welfare of the players. And in a situation where side the club they falter, then get punitive action when they take against the club. We say we can look at, we can apply, we can borrow Senegal, the Yankees. Now, then for the national team, we say we can look at Ghana. Ghana then gets national insurance, health insurance. So any player, as long as you play for the national team, you are hooked to the national insurance scheme. Then apart from that, then get medical fund for players in case of injury. We say then can borrow that arrangement we Ghana get for the national team. I think basically we get about 11 recommendations that we make.
All right. Fabulous. So we go bring the program come to an end for today. We look into the Ad Hoc Committee, then findings and some of the factors we then point out, and I get a representative when I speak from the committee, and the vice chair and also the secretary for that committee. Then I also get family or friend of Bureh. We don't go there with Bureh wise if they go through all lengthing, then they enter there. We try to address some of these and findings them and point out, get a lot of disagreements from different perspective and that of the committee then findings on waiting really lead to Bureh in debt. But with all that and all waiting they don't say, unfortunately Bureh no go come back to life. So we want for make in continue rest in peace and pray it gets a good way and internal rest. So till next time again, plenty thank you to the production team, Simon, Ansu, Joshua, and DJ Muski. Plenty thank you to my guests them when I am Sadiq and that of Alaji as Tendo if we discuss about Bureh in death and things that will lead to and plenty thank you to Una the viewers that we don't do with we and see through this program here. So till tomorrow again, same time, me and Nene Fofana and listener.
I believe that football brings us together. I believe in the power that peace can bring. Now we must all work together to bring about football for peace. Let us unite. Football for peace.
Oh, so you know, cause we're different, it don't mean we can't unite. For the game, do it right. Whether you win or lose, no matter you thrive or you kind, we can make it a better place. So play the game, share the love, let them know say we get what we want.
Unity, love, and peace on the field. One ball, one love, one goal. Even if the team different, but the aim in the game not the same. Let peace play a role.
Make we raise with glass and toast for the gift of life. Connect to the power, bring peace alive. The only race, not the human race. Running to the finish is a victory. Anytime we align. Go!